In Nigeria, the choice between a traditional wedding and a white wedding is often influenced by several factors. For many, the preference is deeply rooted in cultural heritage, identity, and values. The concept of a white wedding has also become a popular choice for couples, often viewed as a symbol of religious observance, societal expectations, or Western influence. Some clerics spoke with the News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, on the significance of traditional weddings and where it intersects with religion.
Looking at it on the African background, many people believe that the white wedding is the culture of the white man, while the traditional is our own culture. And it will be hard for some to participate in another man's culture, which they also have their own. So they feel comfortable practicing and believing in their own tradition and culture. I think that's the reason why some will feel more comfortable in the blessing of the father of the daughter that they are taking as their wife at that time than going to the church, because they see it as a white man culture. I'm a Christian, actually, and I believe that God should be the head of everything. And because of what I practice, and also believing on my own culture also, I will see that God is the supreme. Yes. And taking the traditional part, I also take the supreme part, then merge it together. So I love going that way because I know that some will say it's what you practice and you believe in what you practice. So traditional and the Christian way, they goes in line, because there are some things that if you go through the Jewish tradition, there are some things that we practice in the Igbo tradition that they also practice. So, and most of the things that they practice are biblical. And because as a Christian, your Bible must be your base. Everything that you act, your attitude, your practices must come from the Bible.
A man needs to take some certain steps, like Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "La nikah illa bi wali wa ma'ali wa sadaqi wa shahidai." This means there's nothing we can call a traditional wedding except with involvement of four things. One, illa bi wali, a guardian, the parent or guardian of that particular prospective bride. Secondly, wa ma'al. Before you can say you want to establish a family, that is to have a wedding, so there must be a place where you will put your wife, so by which you will be living together. Thirdly, wasadaki, there's something we call mahar, and in English we call that's what we known to be dowry. So Islam encourages man to give his wife, his prospective wife, what we call sadak. Traditionally, this gift has to be the first thing that a man needs to give a wife, as in his wife, that gives him room to have sexual intercourse with him, another thing. Mind you, this gift, it could be in form of money, it could be in form of material things, or it has to be whatever the wife requested for from the husband. So after that, this will give him the access to everything that has to do with the woman body. Then the last thing is shahid. Before you can establish a wedding, traditional wedding, Islamically, there must be witness. There will be some people that will say, "Oh, I witnessed their conjugal bliss." So without all this gives traditional wedding significant that marriage is not something you can just say between you and your wife. No, it goes beyond that. It has to be with the intention and consent of the parents.
The traditional wedding is equally important. Most weddings, they will first of all do the traditional before even going for the white wedding. But according to tradition, they believe that at least you have to go back to your traditional roots and do the necessary engagements traditionally, because those people will not see you that you are wedded until you have done it in the traditional way. But still, they will still move on to the courts. It's because the courts is the law, the acceptable law, both within Nigeria. It's acceptable, the certificate will be acceptable both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. It's just like a legal backing that the whole world can recognize you that you're married. And in another case, to our world, female world, it's an assurance for them that the man will not marry another wife after them.